The top stories: the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam expected to generate $1 billion annually. And military attachés of various nations praise Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative. Hello and welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, and thank you for watching us. I'm Shifarao Lako. Now, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD, Africa's largest hydropower project, is poised to generate an estimated $1 billion annually in an annual revenue once fully operational, while supplying electricity to more than 66 million Ethiopians. That's according to officials. Balleta Brhanu, a member of the GERD Technical Committee, told local media that the revenue will primarily come from exporting power to neighboring countries, a development that is expected to significantly accelerate Ethiopia's national economic growth and regional integration efforts. He emphasized that beyond energy generation, the dam's artificial reservoir will have profound economic implications. The lake formed by the GERD will be twice the size of Lake Tana, Ethiopia's largest natural water body, Balleta said, adding that it will span over 254 kilometers and feature 78 islands, each covering more than 5 hectares. According to Balleta, this vast water space will open up new opportunities for tourism, job creation, and the emergence of new urban centers and service economies. Once completed, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam will not only serve as a cornerstone of Ethiopia's energy future, but also as a strategic regional asset, transforming livelihoods, stimulating economic development, and reinforcing the country's role as key energy supplier in East Africa. In another development, Ethiopia is set to officially inaugurate the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD in the coming months, marking the completion of Africa's largest hydropower project. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD will be a source of hope for sustainable development across the East African region. That's according to political science and international relations professor Brook Hailu Basha. Tigist Sarnisa has more on that from the Ethiopian News Agency.
Ethiopia is set to officially inaugurate the GERD in September 2025, marking a historic milestone in the nation's development journey. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian News Agency, Brook Hailu, professor of political science and international relations at Addis Ababa University, underscored the significance of the dam beyond national borders. According to the scholar, widely regarded as a symbol of Ethiopian innovation, self-reliance, and regional cooperation, the GERD is poised to reshape the future of East Africa. Describing the GERD as a brilliant demonstration of national creativity and collective determination, Professor Brook stated the years of foresight, meticulous planning, and firm commitment that brought the project to fruition.
GERD by itself is a big achievement for all Ethiopians. It's a clean energy dam, and on top of that, it is a project that Ethiopia has used based on its own rights. It's a God-given right. It's Ethiopia's sovereign territory. It falls in it. And on top of that, Ethiopia has always made a commitment to set up or to believe in the fact that Ethiopia has to create a win-win situation whereby Ethiopia, when it builds this gigantic project, which is 5,400 megawatts, close to 6,000 megawatts. It is in the sincere hope that it's going to utilize this water for its economic and social progress.
Despite recent progress in electrification, says Brook, many rural areas across Ethiopia continue to face energy access challenges. The GERD is expected to be a transformative force, expanding energy access, catalyzing industrialization, and driving broad socio-economic advancement.
Electrification of Ethiopia. Rural Ethiopia is not yet fully electrified, so we will use it to electrify Ethiopia. We'll use it for our industrialization purposes throughout Ethiopia, and also it's a win-win in the sense that this is used. Ethiopia is ready to sell on a good price to its neighboring countries. We have been doing it for Djibouti, for Kenya, even for Sudan. Apart from that, Ethiopia is going to share and not so monopolize this water resource only for itself, but also is willing to share its electrical power, even as far as Sudan and Egypt, and as far as Tanzania and in the south.
Addressing concerns from downstream nations, especially Egypt, Professor Brook described these as unwarranted apprehensions that he assured neighboring countries that Ethiopia's use of Nile waters is transparent, equitable, and focused on energy generation rather than resource domination.
Some downstream countries, especially Egypt and to a lesser extent Sudan, had expressed some kind of unnecessary reservations when it comes to the utilization and the construction of GERD. I say this is not correct for the following reasons. First and foremost, Ethiopia had made its own commitment to Egypt, Sudan, as well as all Nile riparian countries that it is going to utilize this hydropower resource for its economic progress and development. Secondly, we didn't decide and we didn't do it in a very dark way, meaning, putting in the dark Egypt or the Sudan. From day one, Ethiopia was willing even to invite these riparian states to be on board, and it was put on the table, the project itself, that it has no ill intentions of negatively using it to harm the well-being of the Sudanese people as well as the Egyptian people.
GERD is believed to have a variety of positive impacts on the Horn of Africa region, primarily through increased energy production, improved water management, and regional cooperation.
Moving to other stories, military attachés from various countries have commended Ethiopia for setting a powerful example through its Green Legacy initiative, calling it an inspiring model for environmental sustainability. Their praise came during a sapling plantation program held Wednesday at the Ethiopian National Defense Force headquarters in Addis Ababa, marking another milestone in the country's ambitious reforestation campaign. Jerusalem Betzia has more on that from the Ethiopian News Agency.
On July 16, 2025, military attachés from several countries attended a seedling planting event at the Ethiopian National Defense Force headquarters in Addis Ababa. The program was attended by Ethiopian National Defense Force Chief of Staff Field Marshal Brahanu Jula, Ethiopian National Defense State Ministers, generals, and military attachés of different countries. Malawi military attaché to Ethiopia, Brigadier General Crispy Robert Fury, told the Ethiopian news agency that Ethiopia is working an exemplary role that provides lessons for others in Green Legacy Initiative. According to him, the Green Legacy Initiative Ethiopia has been implementing to prevent and mitigate climate change is a model not only for Africa, but also for the rest of the world.
We plant more trees. The weather right now in Ethiopia, we are having plenty of rains because of these trees. Today I've planted some fruits. I'm even carrying a fruit. If I would not plant, I would not get this fruit. So it is very, very important that we encourage, not as I indicated, not only here in Ethiopia, but Africa, the whole continent, or the whole world. We should be encouraging the planting of trees so that we prevent or reduce the effects of climate change.
Italian military attaché to Ethiopia, Colonel Marco Podi, said that the Green Legacy Initiative is of paramount importance to pass a pollution-free world to generations. In this regard, he observed that Ethiopia is taking action that can serve as exemplary for the rest of the world.
This initiative is very important because the world is affected by the pollution and the environment needs to be respected. So this initiative, it is a very good example for the entire world how to respect the environment, how to respect the climate, how to respect the world. It's our home, so it need to be respected, and this is a great initiative. I want to congratulate with the NDF, with the Minister of Defense for this, and with the government of Ethiopia for this initiative, because as I said, it is a great example for the entire world.
On his part, Mozambique military attaché to the African Union and Ethiopia, Colonel Fernando Mackenzie, echoed the sentiment that Ethiopia is carrying out an initiative that can be exemplary for other countries. The colonel expressed his hope that many other countries would follow the footsteps of Ethiopia and participate in the Green Legacy initiative.
This is I can commend the government and especially the Minister of Defense to continue to make this program, because the plantations of green program is very interesting, not only for Ethiopia. Can be for all example for Africa, for another neighbor country.
In 2025, Ethiopia launched its 7th annual Green Legacy Initiative campaign under the theme Renewal Through Planting, targeting the planting of 7.5 billion seedlings this rainy season, bringing the cumulative total close to 47.5 billion saplings since 2019.
The government of Ethiopia has prioritized increasing exports, substituting imports, and ensuring food security as central pillars of its national development agenda for the new Ethiopian fiscal year, which spans between July 2025 and June 2026. During her presentation of government's development priorities, Minister of Planning and Development Fitsum Asafa said Ethiopia will focus on improving the balance of payments and national productivity through targeted support for selected agricultural and industrial commodities. The plan includes expanding access to inputs for major agricultural products such as wheat, rice, sesame, coffee, avocados, bananas, and mangoes, and scaling up irrigation development. These interventions are expected to enhance both domestic supply and export potential. In the manufacturing sector, the government plans to strengthen the supply chain of critical industries, including textiles, leather and footwear, food and beverage, metal and wood, pharmaceuticals, agro-processing, and chemicals. Efforts to replace imported goods with domestic alternatives will be reinforced through policies that promote quality and competitiveness. The government will also work to boost foreign currency earnings by improving the quantity, quality, and market linkage of its export products. Greater coordination among public institutions, logistical efficiency, and improved access to market information are key aspects of this strategy. Additionally, the plan underscores the importance of securing food and nutrition by focusing on self-sufficiency in essential commodities. A coordinated approach involving government institutions and development partners will ensure sustainable support for food security, resilience, and agricultural productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching EBC World. Now a quick recap of the top stories. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam expected to generate $1 billion annually. And the military attachés of various nations praise Ethiopia's Green Legacy initiative. And with that, we come to the end of today's news. Many thanks for watching us. Bye-bye.